This Jesuit monastery in the old city of Homs was home for Father Francis van der Lugt. Like tens of thousands of people living there under siege, violence, death, a lack of food and medicine was his daily reality, and nothing like the Netherlands he had left behind almost 50 years ago. But when asked to evacuate in January, he refused. Syria, he told journalists, was his home now. And if the Syrian people were suffering, he would share their pain.
I hope these people whose lives are at risk don't die as a result of all this.
Since the start of Syria's conflict, rebels and government forces have fought hard for control of Homs. Tens of thousands of people have died or fled. An estimated 70,000 Christians once lived here. Now there are thought to be less than 100. Those who knew him say he worried about the fate of those remaining Christians.
A man of love, a man of truth. He cared for the poor, he cared for the handicapped. He was not only a priest, he had studied psychology and psychotherapy, and he was working in all of these fields to a fantastic degree of excellence.
But the 75-year-old priest told journalists he didn't distinguish between Muslims or Christians. "I see a human being first and foremost," he said. It's what spurred him to make this plea on YouTube in January to get aid into Homs.
It's impossible for us to continue like this. We need a lot of help.
It drew the world's attention, but little has come in the way of real assistance. Later he spoke via Skype of the misery for many still living in Homs.
People are running down the streets screaming. They're saying, "I'm hungry."
Van der Lugt himself lived a life of hardship. Speaking here in January, he showed his dwindling food supplies, olives for breakfast and dinner, the last bit of tea, and an empty jar once filled with wheat. Humble conditions, but in keeping with a man who said he was prepared to risk his life to repay the kindness the Syrian people had shown him. Mereana, Al Jazeera.